What's up, guys? Jonathan back. I'm here to give you a little Alabama versus LSU preview. Right now we're 11 days away from it, and I figure now is as good a time as ever to go ahead and get this one done. Because nothing's gonna change. I mean, they both have bye weeks right now. The game is gonna be on November 5th at 7 o'clock. Every year for the past couple of years, it's been the 2:30 game, and that's become kind of a tradition. But CBS announced that a game of this magnitude should be aired on primetime, so they have moved it to 7 o'clock Saturday, November 5th. Now, statistically, Alabama is better in every single category: passing yards, rushing yards, points for, points against. They're 15th in the nation in rushing yards, led by Trent Richardson, who has 989 rushing yards. He needs 11 to hit 1,000. He still has, 6 games to go, not including a bowl game? Oh, I'm sorry, including a bowl game. Points for, 228 yards, led by A.J. McCarron, who's got, I think 1,500, maybe a little over. And points for, they're scoring 39.4 a game, and LSU was actually 15th with 39.3. So that's, I guess you can't really count Alabama ahead of them in that kind of category. And points against, they lead the country with 1.69. With 6.9 points allowed every game, and that's leading the nation by, I think, 4 points. And LSU statistics on this side would be passing yards, 99th with 183 per game, led by Jarrett Lee, who had a pretty good game against Auburn. He had some good passes. He had 165 yards. Not a lot of yards, but a lot of good, decent passes. And their running back Ware and their Honey Badger. Now they were suspended for the Auburn game, but they still won 45-10. Now the AD is going to announce if they're going to be able to play coming up against Alabama, and Alabama's 11 days away. I figure they'll probably release them for that game. They'll probably let them do that. And rushing yards 189, and rushing yards 189 yards a game. They're 29th. They're led by Ware with 579 yards a game. 579 yards total. He's a little bit down compared to the running backs they've had in the past years, but they share a lot. Hillard, the running back that came in for him, Hillard, actually did really good, and I think that he'll get more carries this game just because of what he did against Auburn. And their points against 11.5. So they're third in the country in that. So both defenses are very stout, very high-powered defenses. Neither one has a whole lot of weakness. Neither one gives up a whole lot of yards or a whole lot of touchdowns, as you can see, or points. It really depends on what kind of fan you are when you go toward this game. If you're a statistic fan, you got to lean towards Alabama because they lead every statistic, and they have statistically the best defense in the country. And if you're a fan of home field advantage or just how a team is feeling, I think you probably want to give that to LSU because they've been playing, they've been playing with tons and tons of intensity past couple weeks, even with Tyrone Matthews being suspended and Ware suspended. Even though they were out, they're still the hardest hitting team in football. So, like I said, it just depends on what kind of fan you are. Different fans, different opinions. To me, I'm a fan of home field advantage. I think however loud a stadium is, that's who I got to give the upper hand to, which is Alabama this year. Last year, Alabama went into Death Valley expecting to win. Nobody really talked about the LSU-Alabama game last year, even though we knew it was going to be a good game. It always is. LSU ended up winning, and nobody thought that was going to happen. except for LSU fans, of course. So I don't know. My prediction for this game, I think give it to them. They're at home. Alabama pulls it out. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game considering their defenses. I think Trent Richardson has a big game and increases his Heisman chances. I think Tyrann Mathieu has a big game and increases his Heisman chances. But ever since he was suspended, I think he's out now. I think you can go ahead and count him out. So yeah, I think that's about it for that game. I think Alabama's going to pull it out. It's going to be very close, maybe a touchdown or less. Very low-scoring game. So I'm going to come out with a video for just kind of like a Heisman race update. Talk about Andrew Luck, Trent Richardson, RG3, Landry Jones, who lost this weekend. Even though, he lost, he's still in it somewhere. Kellen Moore, he's not big up there anymore, but he's still there. So, yeah, I'll probably try to come up with that later tonight or maybe tomorrow, sometime this week. It will be sometime this week. Alright, thank you.